What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Killer Instinct here, bringing you a game of Dead in Bermuda. This is our little Let's Try series. So go ahead in the comments below and let me know if you would like me to continue on this series. Dead in Bermuda is a free game right now that is on Origins. It's on the house, and what it is you start off as a crash landed in the Bermuda Triangle, and your 8 survivors have to micromanage them to make sure that they don't die. So I have gone in and played a little bit, so that's why it says continue here, just to make sure, tweaked a little bit here and there. I do like the little screen already. That's kind of cool, a little panoramic. This is completely and utterly my very first try. Like I said, all I did was just get a little bit through it. By the way, I'm going to be doing a little bit of role-playing in this one, and I'm going to butcher a lot of, what is it? My god, my brain is totally drawing these blank. Accents. I'm going to be butchering a lot of the accents, so yeah, bear with me, please. Hello, everyone. Let's regroup and talk for a bit. Thank you, everyone, for helps in making a camp. It's heartwarming to see that we are sticking together after the horror that just happened. Let's take a moment to introduce ourselves, since we may have to live together for a while now. I'm Alice, 45, and this is my husband, Robert. We come from Montreal. I love hiking and cooking. I'm pleased to meet you all. You can call me Bob, guys. Don't know what to say. I like to tinker a bit at home. Oh, and going fishing on Sundays. Okay, thanks. So my name is Alejandro. I'm 32. You all might remember me. I'm the manager of the holiday resorts we are all staying in. This flight was my first holiday in 10 years, so yeah. Hi, I am Bethany Winters from London, England. If you need medical help, please come see me. My dad doesn't speak much. Please excuse him. I am Lillian, 16. We come from a small village in Russia. And Julia married my dad last summer. Hello. Everything's already said. Don't expect me to reveal my age, or I shall have to silence you forever. Are we finished yet? We're wasting precious time. We need to organize ourselves. I'm Jacob, and I know how to survive in a hostile environment. This is something I spent my whole life preparing for. While you were all uselessly crying, I went around and found a large water tank containing clear water and enough resources to make a fire. You are right, Jacob. But before we continue, I would like to suggest that we all take a moment of silence in the honor of those who didn't survive the crash. They will haunt my nights until we leave this world. Alright, so again, I'm sorry for butchering any of them. This is discussion results. This will happen every single night. We'll go over this a little bit later. Welcome to Bermuda. This is the camp view, where you can assign characters to activities they will perform during the day. You can move your mouse left or right to view the area of the camp. Characters are assigned action slots right now. They are all assigned to the campfire's action slot, which is talk. You can move the characters. You either drag and drop him or on the select, or right click him and click on the desired action. So we're gonna go ahead and move them to the scavenger action slot on the plane. So each one of them has their own specific traits that they're really good at. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in really quick. Alice here, she's level 1. They do level up. Her biography is Alice is Bob's wife. She is like a household CEO. She manages and controls every little thing She's a keeper of traditions, a servant of old-fashioned. Cheerful when she speaks about anything with anyone all the time. Her hobby is hiking, and she hikes like a pro. So she is up and running. Her fatigue decreases times 1.5 faster. She's loud, stealth skills, so she's not very stealthy. Depression, we'll get to this stuff here pretty soon. So we're gonna go ahead and go on here. As they level up, you'll get skills. We'll be able to upgrade their food, mental, physical, utility, and you can see their relationships. So again, she is, Bob's husband, or wife. Wow, yeah, Bob's husband. So of course, the hearts are gonna be up there. We'll go ahead on to Alejandro. Oops, wrong button. Biography: Alejandro was the holiday resort manager of the place where most of the passengers were staying. At long last, he was going to take a few well-earned holidays back at home with his beloved Spain. The plan was to take a big, badass nap. Maybe check up on some old friends, nothing more. But fate had something else in store for him. Yes, they did. Okay, so apparently he's Spanish. Oops. I think I gave him a freaking Hawaiian accent. Whatever, you're gonna Hawaiian. Don't listen to this. He's Hawaiian. He is a farmer family, so his harvesting is going to be good. We'll probably use him for harvesting. He's a faithful friend, so we'll put him into the talk area when we want to try to help people out. Ilian is Yuri's beloved daughter. She had a happy childhood despite the rough climate and simple life in Siberia. Not really in outside games. She read all books she could find during her childhood to pass time. She's a real nerd about the old scientific treaties and weird aristocrat Russian books. She is an open book, so her traits she discovers are faster. She's got a small frame, so we don't really want her, working on anything. And we got the old man who's kind of a douchebag, yet, kind of a know-it-all. Jacob had a bad feeling this morning when he boarded the flight, and he was right. No one listened. They're all morons in any case. No one is prepared to survive a hostile environment like he is. He knew that someday he would only be able to count on himself, like that day when his Samantha sneaked out of home. Rip English. Without ever coming back. So he's Iron Man, he's a hunter. Iron Man gives him Constitution skill progress of 2. Again, we'll get into the Constitution and the hunting and stuff like that. Hunting goes up by times 2. Bethany Winters is a young woman who knows what she wants. Daughter of Barbos, ambassador to England, she succeeded easily in her surgery studies to calm her nerves after a hard day at the block surrounded by imbeciles and ineffective people. She started yoga and pistol shooting training. Alright, so she's friendly, so her opinion when people go down there. These traits, by the way, the very first 2 are completely and utterly random. The last 3 you can kind of, justify which ones you want them to be by putting them in certain actions. She's got It Hurts. Yuri, then we got Yuri. Yuri is Lillian's father and Julia's husband. He can be very helpful, but no one dares ask him anything. He knows that Yuri flirts with any young man she crosses, but does not care anymore. He prefers sinking in good vodka bottles instead of getting angry over trivial matters. Nice. So he's Iron Man, his fishing hobby, so he's gonna be a fisher along with, he's not gonna, his psych or his depression here is gonna go down slower. Julia, or Yuri's wife, or new wife, sorry, she is above earthly concerns and does not care about what other people think of her. She knows how to obtain what she wants and speaks her mind openly without care of hurting other people's feelings. She's a bodybuilder and a gym guru. Wow, we got really lucky with that. So her strength and her physical strength are going to go up really fast. And we are to Bob. Bob is Alice's wife. Or husband, my god, I think I just did that ass backwards. With the combination of boring job and demanding wife, holidays are a sacred moment of joy for him. He does nothing and enjoys it. His favorite occupation is sitting and fishing. He is neither smart nor courageous, but has a good heart. He's gluttonous, which means he's going to be hungry constantly. And a positive mind, which means his depression is going to go back down faster. And that is all of them. So we're going to go ahead and scroll over here. So we've got right here, we got the plane, we've got the workshop, and we've got the library. We're going to go ahead and put our best person who's at scavenging, which is Jacob here. And we're going to put him in here. No, so here's the very first part of the tutorial. This character will search the crash site for useful resources. But beware, seeing the dead passenger corpses will decrease their depression state. There are 5 states in the game: hunger, depression, sickness, injury, and fatigue. If any of these reach 100%, the related character will die. Next, move 2 other characters on the research section slot at the library. So, the 2 little nerds we're going to put on here, which is, oh god, this kind of touchy. Like, it doesn't stop when you stop doing that. These characters will search for new crafting plans. Once the progress gauge reaches 100, they will discover a new recipe. The efficiency of every task is tied to a specific skill. Every character has a different strengths and weaknesses. Now we need to put them into the jungle. So we're going to go ahead and put Yuri, as well as, what is his name? Alejandro. And we will put Alice as well over here. Since she likes to hike, that'll go up a lot faster. These characters will explore the island. You can select a square to be explored by clicking on the jungle and then clicking on the corresponding action in the action wheel. Else they will explore randomly. The last thing to do now is to make a fire. To craft new things for your camp, click on the workshop, then click on choose crafting recipe and select a recipe you want to craft. So now we gotta go to the campfire. But first thing first is I want them to go this way, but they're not going to. They're not gonna let me do that. Okay. So we've only got 2 people left. So it means these 2 are gonna go ahead. Oops. I misclicked. Come on. Oh god. There we go. You gotta remember there's a reason this game is free right now. It's not exactly highly played. It's kind of an older game. And so there's that. Oh, it's gonna yell at me. We need to send them back. Come on. Send back. Send back. It's gonna yell at me because I'm not doing this in the right order. So there's that. Good. Each crafting recipe consumes resources that you can get by scavenging the plane on the island and the island. To unlock new recipes, you must discover them first at the research action at the library. You conveniently have the exact amount of resources to craft a campfire. So crafting will start once you assign characters to the crafting action. Now we gotta put the last 2 characters on the spot. Boom. Boom. And boom. Okay, looks good. Everyone is assigned to a task. Now to advance to the time to see the results of their action. The game is composed into 2 phases of daytime, during which you can freely assign characters to tasks, and 1 phase of nighttime. When you're ready, click the next button. We'll go ahead and just do that right now. So as you can tell over here, we're going to start over from the left and work our way to the right. We got 4 fruit, a couple meals, some fabric, and a pillow. And a couple coffee cups. Awesome. So his fatigue went up and his depression went up from seeing the dead bodies inside. Now we're going to move on to crafting. And they're just going to go ahead and make that conveniently made. We finished the crafting recipe, campfire. This will definitely help. We managed to make a fireplace with a few rocks and started the fire with a wood, special mushroom called tinder. I don't think I've ever realized that tinder was a mushroom. I don't think that is. I think tinder is just anything that's flammable. It's dry. You can now assign characters to talk action around the fire, lowering the depression. Campfire has been added to the camp. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and move on to the research after it shows us that that was built in. Their fatigue goes down, she got strength on up, and their hearts went down, which I'll get to it here in a bit. Research, description. We need a shelter to recover from the fatigue we gang working hard all day under the sun. So now we can get the sleep area. Again, fatigue, everything costs fatigue, and the hearts are social. And now our people going to the beach. So there's that, and apparently they had an argument. That's the basics. Have you noticed how time has passed? The results of your character's action. And the results of your character's action. You should have discovered a new crafting recipe and scavenged enough resources to craft it. So now it wants us to go over to the crafting recipe and do a sleeping area. Great! Crafting is important in the game, as it will add new possibilities for actions within the camp, so don't neglect it. You should have picked some food for tonight in the plane. Eating won't be a problem for today. You also have some fruits that you can convert into water. So now it wants us to go to our water spigot, which is this right here. And it wants us to check the water supply and convert these into water. We'll just do all of them. Water is very important. If your supplies reach 0, it's game over. One cannot survive very long without water. So, make good use of those fruits. Your characters are a bit depressed right now, so you can lower depression by making them talk around the campfire. Move at least 2 characters on the talk slots at the fire camp. So what we're going to do is move... No. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll move Miss Winters in, as well as... Who's got the most suppression? I mean, you do, but you're fine. We'll put you in there next time. I really want to explore more, so I guess we'll just go ahead and put Bob in there. You can lower the states of your characters in different ways. One of the more direct approaches is using a special item, instant cast, basically. So we can use this on anybody, so we're going to go ahead and use this on Jacob here. Oops, I clicked stats instead of use. And wants us to use coffee cup. So there we go. Don't forget to use your special items. They will make your life much, much easier. And they are available for anyone. You also discovered a new area in the island, so let's see what's there. I believe this is procedurally generated. It is not. When you send your characters exploring the island, you unlock new areas that can be visited at any time. On each square, there is an object, and their locations are randomized on each new game. Okay. Oops. Characters can freely interact with the object. It does not pass time. Instead, you have a chance to be attacked by a nasty beast, depending on how stealthy they are, how stealthy the chosen character is. So, a machete. Pick up. I found a machete. Wonder who the owner is. You hope he's not a psychopath. So that's all we can do here, so we're going to go ahead and go back to the camp. That is a loud-ass area. Now that there's nothing else to do, we're going to go ahead and hit next. And we're going to do the exact same thing. So we can fast forward by clicking any button. We got an axe, it looked like, there. We got a little more depression. So she's solo going to go ahead and do this. And it's not going to be done because she's not done. And then again, she's going to solo do it too. 50%, it's awesome. And then these two are going to have a nice little chat and bring the depression back down to 0 and a little bit of rest, which will bring down their fatigue and gain in their hearts. And these 3 are going to go ahead and explore. Oh, it's 3% off. That's unfortunate. That's fine. We can take these 2 off and have Yuri do it by himself. Alright, so here is the night sings. Okay, good work everyone. I know it's hard, but we scavenged some food from that damn plane. I'm sure we'll find more if we continue to search the wreckage. But if it only lasts for a few days, after that we'll be on our own. Anyone know how to hunt? I do. But now with my bare hands, well, we'll need to find or class some tools. Let's share the food we found. We should ration our daily meals. And water too. Without water, the average person dies only after 3 days. A frightening thought. Don't worry. We can make juice out of the fruits. The island is covered in jungle. We'll find plenty. Yes, that is very good idea, Alien. We need plenty of those. If we want to survive until help comes. What help? We should at least try to reach the jungle. Maybe someone lives here. Yes, and if we find a big tiger, we're dead. Well, tomorrow's another day. Good night, everyone. Good night, Alice. I don't know how he became a... He's now apparently a vampire. I'm so sorry. Generally, each night your characters will chat with each other. There are conditions and randomized elements which trigger some of these daily or dialogue events, so you won't always have the same discussions each new game. You must now share the food between your characters. Each food has its own nutritional value, and perishable foods have a chance to degrade each night. Choose what you eat wisely. So, as I said, I've already been through one of these days, so I do realize that I do know to use the best food right now. Because what it's going to do is go down into... There we go. There we go. Next. Fire intensity went down by 26%, remaining is 74%. Water supplies went down by 8, 56% left. We got 1 out of 2 of our nasty meals, or tasty meals, have degraded into a meal. 2 out of the 6 have degraded into barely edible. Alejandro's depression dropped from 21 to 15. Lillian 21 to 12. Jacob's is depressed by 24. He didn't go down at all. Yuri's 15. Julia 22. She went up by 1. Oh, so she's depressed. Okay, so, okay. Well, I don't know why I was reading that as it was going down. My bad. They're sleepy and tired. So there you go. That's the very first day. Did you notice perishable food has a chance to deteriorate each night? Tasty meals go degraded into meals, which degrade into barely edible, which degrade finally into rotten. As your fire decreases in intensity, when it drops to 0%, you lose your fire. You can craft it again, but you have to have the resources, and they are very scarce on the island. To avoid that, feed your fire every day. So we can go ahead and do that by going in here and doing camp. So we'll just go ahead and do 1 for now. Just get this thing. Some last tips. When assigning more than 1 character to a dev, its efficiency depends on the character's skill and relationship. The relationship also progresses with there's slightly a chance that they will argue instead. Each action is tied to one or several skills. These progress automatically every time they are used. When enough progress is made, their skill, a character will level up and gain bonus points to be distributed freely among their other skills. So that was the hearts that you were seeing. If it says minus, they argued. If it was a plus, they had a nice friendly chat. So if I really wanted to be all nice and dandy with it, I would put Bob with Alice and Yuri with what's-her-face. But it's not always the best job to do that. So we'll go ahead and put Fat Boy back over here. And we'll put you right here. And it is loud. Why did it get so loud again? Like, Jesus, is that 1? Anyways. So, he's at 24%. Fatigue. We should be getting really close to... No, actually, that won't get done. But we've got really nothing else to do. We'll go ahead and hit next here. So his scavenging went up. He got 4 wood, 3 rope, 2 fabric, 3 tasty meals. Nice. 2 normal meals. Beautiful. We didn't get any fruits, unfortunately. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some on the area there. Oh, they had a nice little chat, looks like. We'll go ahead and fast forward through this stuff. Research. Description, we got tools. We need some tools to help us gather resources in the jungle, since the resources we can scavenge from the plain wreckage are not infinite. We got gathering tools, which is awesome. Oh, they had an argument, apparently. That's unfortunate. Exploration went by 1. And we have a new area discovered. Oh, we got 2 new areas discovered. Beautiful. And they had another argument. You guys need to stop arguing. So as you can tell, they're starting to all go down. I probably should take these 3 away from each other. Where is it? I should really put the 3 together. These 2 with him. And they probably would have a better chance of not going down. And that's how you get those back up. So let's go ahead and take a look at both of our places. Looks like we got a moist suitcase. Moist suitcase. You find a suitcase certainly coming from your plane crash. Does it belong to anyone who survived? Doesn't matter anymore. No. So we'll go ahead and search, and we're gonna use Ilian. She's got the best stealth at 64. We got 54 here. Actually, Julia is best. She doesn't really scavenge very well. There's something useful in the tourist handbags, hopefully. So we got 3 fabric, psychology magazine, a couple painkillers. Beautiful. Painkillers are gonna be helpful. And so we'll go ahead and take a look at this one. All right, you got fisherman's basket. Your nose is bleeding because of the smell of whatever is inside the fisherman's basket. That sucks. I think we'll go ahead and use... He's not very stealthy, but he's pretty good at fighting. It's funny, I think his wife's better at fighting than he is. I really don't want to use her too much, though, because her fatigue will go up too hard. She should be fine, yep. Yeah, 1 basket, 5 fresh fish, 1 fish bait, awesome. So, what we can do now, instead of doing a full-on research, we can go ahead and put Ilian over here, or Iliana, sorry, over here. And this little exclamation point means that she leveled up. So in order to do that, we go over to here, and we come over to the crafts. So we can upgrade her at some point. So I think we're going to go ahead and make her into our... we're going to bring up her scavenging, although actually it's not going to go up very fast anyways. Or very high anyhow. I'm going to make her our... we're going to go up like that. Oh, it looks like it goes... Okay, so the white bar means that it's full. Because if you watch this one, this goes down. So the black bar is actually full, so it goes backwards. Interesting. Anything else leveled up? No. Alright, so we're going to take Jacob off of that, and we're going to put Yuri. Actually, I don't think I want to put Yuri on there. We're actually going to put Yuri over here so we can talk to, I think we have his daughter, yeah. So we can talk to his daughter. And we will put Alejandro. Alejandro. Sorry. All the way back over her. So those two will have probably a nice little chat. We'll take her off probably next time, have her sit down and talk with Jacob here. We'll put Jacob over here, and so she's going to be by herself. And we'll go ahead and hit next. We got 2 wood, 2 rope, a couple tasty meals, nice, barely edible stuff. Hey guys, ooh, a chocolate box, nice. Ooh, Alejandro got quite a bit of stuff there. Crafting went up. Oh, so fast. So next time we'll have that done. We'll be making ourselves an area so we can get down the fatigue. They had a nice little chat. She's by herself, so she's not gonna have any kind of hearts. There we go. New trait, she's bright. Oh, heck yeah. I already knew you were bright. You're a little nerd. Awesome. They have +7, which is awesome. And these two, beautiful. Her fatigue went up, and since they're, married, a nice little chat out there. Are you okay, sweetie? Yes, ma'am. Yes, Miss Alice. No problem. You are a brave little girl facing all that's happened. But I want to tell you, you are not alone. I'll help however I can. I am not alone, miss. My dad is here, and Julia, I guess. Poor thing. Of course, I don't want to separate you from your father. But if he's ever angry at you, or if you're afraid, you can tell me. I'll be here to protect you. My dad? Angry? You don't know him. I don't need protection, miss. Not from my dad, at least. You're so innocent, my dear. That's sweet. It's heartwarming. But you never know with these types. I don't know what you're implying, but it's starting to annoy me. Good night, miss. Oh. That sucks. Alright, so we've got quite a bit of depression on these two. These are non-perishables, by the way. We can get to roasting the food over here. This right here increases sickness, so you really don't want to use this. We're going to go ahead and give her the barely edible. Actually, didn't go down very far, did it? Oh, yeah, 1 to 5%. Actually, I think we're going to go ahead and use these. We've got quite a bit of them. I don't really want to use the fish. We'll cook the fish probably tomorrow. She's like nodding off over here. It's funny. Yeah, went up by 1%. Unfortunate, but that's fine. Looks like 2 out of our 4 tasty meals have now gone to the meal. 5 meals have gone to barely edible. 2 of my fresh fish have gone to barely edible. And barely edible stuff is degraded into rotten food. Everybody is really, really tired and depressed. So, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you want me to continue with this. This little heart right here, meter, by the way, is the chances of them, having a good decision or a good talk. And the hearts being positive instead of negative. If I take Yuri off here, and I put him here, and I put Miss Winters over here, as you can see, since they're not related or anything, the talk's going to go down. So there's a less chance, there's more than 50% of course, but there's a less chance of them having a good talk. So we're going to go ahead and take Yuri. Come on, scroll over. And we'll put him back over here. But like I said, we're going to end the episode here. I'll probably do a couple days every once in a while, but let me know if you guys want to continue to see this. Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're liking the video. I'm sorry for my butchered accents. I'm trying. I'm new to all this kind of crap. Let me know what you think about all that, and you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next episode.